Let's go ahead and get a warm up in, and then we are going to jump into total body today. Go ahead and bring those hands up overhead. We are going to reach towards that ceiling. We drop to the right, back to center. Drop to the left, center, right, center, left. Good. Center. Go ahead and drop it over, allowing that upper body to hang, getting into that backside stretch. Every breath, you're sinking a little deeper into that stretch. Good. We're going to drop that butt. You're going to open up. So you're just opening up through those hips. Good. Pushing that knee open, slow and controlled. Good. Bring those hands back down, pop it back up. Again, allowing that stretch. Go ahead and roll it up. We're going to widen that stance. We're going to drop to the right, center, left. Slight rotation through that upper body. In that drop. Good. Keeping that wide stance, we're going to pop it over again. Good. Heel toe it in. We're going to take it into that walkout. So you're going to walk it out to high plank. We're just doing some quick step forward into that lunge, open it up. Back to plank. Step forward, open it up. Getting a flow. Step forward, open up. Back to high plank. Forward, open up. Good. Back to high plank. We're going to shoot it into that downward dog. You can go ahead and pedal it out, pushing that chest to those knees. Good. Bring it back to plank. Drop to those knees. We're going to get a couple cat-cows in. So arch through that back. Then we lower, looking through. Getting that entire body woken up this morning. Arch through that back. Drop it, look it through. Good, one more. Good, pop it back to plank. Walk it in. You can slow roll it up. So go ahead and get some jumping jacks. Big arms, big legs, about 15 seconds of jacks. I'm going to explain that format. So we have a 45-second exercise followed by a 30-second exercise, okay? So it's going to be that 30-second back to that 45 stays the same. We have 3 rounds of every group, okay? So the 45 is going to be more of a strength pull. Then yet 30 seconds going to be a little bit of an endurance, hitting either that opposite. So if we're working lower body, you're going to hit a little upper and in that endurance pull. All right, so first one, you are doing an over the fence to a calf raise. So you have those heavy dumbbells. We drop it over the fence at the top. We're up to those toes for that calf raise. Over the fence to calf raise. 30-second back to. We drop those dumbbells. We curl press overhead. Drop it. Switch it. Curl press. Drop. Switch. Okay? All right. 45 seconds of that over the fence to calf raise. Ready? And go. Over the fence. Slow and controlled. Keeping those dumbbells close. Soft bend through those legs. You're having those shoulders rounded back. They're not rounded forward. You have that slight pinch, core staying pulled in. Slow and controlled on that drop, nice flat back. We squeeze to the top. We're up to those toes for that calf raise. Dropping it over the fence, Up to those toes. Calf raise, good. 10 seconds. From here, we lower those dumbbells in between those legs. We get that dumbbell pickup, curl to press overhead, and switch. Dumbbells, lower. Curl press overhead. Switch. Press it overhead. Good. Curl press. Lower. Good. 30 seconds. Push. We're going to get that 15-second break after each round. And stop. You have 15 seconds off. Shake it out. If you need to swap out dumbbells, swap out dumbbells. You should be able to lift heavy for that first 45. Go ahead and load it up. Ready? And go. Over the fence, slow and controlled. Squeeze to the top, up to those toes for that calf raise. So again, core is staying pulled in. I have that slight pinch through those shoulder blades. As I lower those dumbbells, feeling that stretch. Feel that slight pull. Then we're squeezing out as we lift to the top, up to those toes. Good. Nice job. You have 5 seconds. Then we lower those dumbbells. We go to that pick up to press and switch. 30 seconds. Lower, pick up to press. Dumbbells are staying in the middle of that body. Pick up, press. That dumbbell stays close to that body with that overhead. Pick up. Curl press. You're almost thinking a snatch through that overhead press. Good. Lower it. Switch. Good. And stop. Nice job. 15 seconds. We're back for our third and final round of this group. That over the fence to calf raise. Again, these 45 seconds this morning, you are lifting heavy. Ready? And go. Slow and controlled. Nice flat back. Up to those toes. Drop it. Slow and controlled. Squeeze to the top. Slight hold at the top in that calf raise. You have that soft bend through those legs. That back is nice and flat. That core is pulled in, not allowing those shoulders to round forward. Good. Squeeze. Up for that calf raise. You have 10 seconds. From here, you grab, you're alternating that dumbbell pickup to press and switch. 30 seconds. Final 30 seconds in this round. Pick up to press. Keeping those eyes forward. Drop it. Good. Go, go, go. 30 seconds of work. Push. 10 seconds. Stay on it. And stop. Nice job. All right, we are going to a new group. Go ahead and grab a drink if you need one. Next group, 45 seconds. You have a bent over row. Then we stand it for a curl. Lower. So I'm in that bent over position. I row. Slow and controlled. I stand. I have that full range of motion curl. 30-30 in this one. You can just drop to one dumbbell. We have a dumbbell pick up to hop, dumbbell pick up to stand. So we're alternating that pick up to hop with that pick up to stand. Bent over row to curl. Ready? And go. Bent over row. Stand it for that bicep curl. So we are slowing this 45 seconds down again. So we slow it down. Squeeze. Slow release. You stand it. Curl. Again, finding the heavy within that dumbbell. Slow and controlled on that bent over row. We stand it Getting that full bicep curl. Squeeze on that row. Stand, curl. Working it in the negative. 5 seconds, we drop those dumbbells. We go that pick up to hop, pick up to stand, and switch, 30 seconds. So this time, that strength, that 45 seconds is happening in that upper body. That 30-second endurance is happening in that lower body. Pick up to stand, pick up to hop. Pick up to stand, pick up to hop. 30 seconds of work, push. And stop. Nice job, 15 seconds. All right, 5 seconds, we're right back to that bent over row. Ready? Load it up and go. Bent over row. Drive it, stand it to that bicep curl. Slow and controlled. Drop it for that row. Stand it for that curl. On that row, you're in that hinge. We are driving those elbows back, getting that pinch, that squeeze. Slow on that release. We stand. Full bicep curl. 15 seconds to go. Great job, you guys. Squeeze. Lift heavy. And switch. Dumbbell pick up to hop. Dumbbell pick up to stand. Good, you're just alternating between that pick up to hop. So pick up to hop, lower, switch, pick up to stand. Lower, switch, pick up to hop. Good, 30 seconds, push. Using this 30 seconds to drive that heart rate. And stop. Nice work, 15 seconds. We're back for our third and final round. That bent over row to curl. All right, load it up, time already, here we go. And go, bent over row, drive it. Slow and controlled. Stand it, bicep curl. Drop it over, squeeze through that row. Stand, biceps for that curl. Good. Working on the negative, of not allowing those dumbbells to crash, to swing. You are in control of that lift. Drive it for that bent over row. Stand it for that curl. Nice job. 5 seconds. We go to that dumbbell pick up to hop, pick up to stand, and switch. Lower those dumbbells. Pick up to hop, pick up to stand. Keep those eyes up. Lower, pick up to hop. Lower, pick up to stand. Halfway there, 15 seconds down, 15 seconds to go. Push. Five seconds, finish this out. And stop. Nice job, you guys. Dumbbells down. All right, so for this next one, you are going to need a heavier weight than probably you've used. We're going into that goblet, so you're gonna need a single heavy dumbbell. So we have a goblet to an alternating reverse lunge. Okay, so that dumbbell starts at that chest. Feet are a little wider than shoulder width apart. We have a goblet squat. At the top of that goblet, you step back into a reverse lunge. Step forward, goblet, step back, reverse lunge. Okay, on this one, your back 30-second back two, we have gorilla rows. So those dumbbells are lowering. You can put that opposite or elbow on that knee. We row, we switch, we row, we switch. You can get that pull up, alternating. Goblet to alternating reverse lunge, ready, and go. So, single heavy dumbbell. Find that challenge within that weight. Feet are a little wider than shoulder width apart. We're lowering. We lift. We step it back into that reverse lunge. Dropping those elbows between those knees. Step it back, alternating. Step forward. Goblet. Good. Lower that butt. Drop. Slight hold. Slow and controlled on that up. Good. 5 seconds. And we're dropping that single heavy dumbbell going into gorilla rows and switch. So gorilla row. Right. Switch. Left. Lower. Right. We're staying in that bent over position. You're still finding that lower body burnout through that upper body endurance. Stay with it. 30 seconds. Squeeze. And stop. You have 15 seconds off. Then we are back to the top. If you need to swap out for a heavier dumbbell, swap it out. Load it up. Ready? And go. Goblet. To the top. Reverse lunge. Back to center. Goblet. This 45 seconds. You are challenging yourself within the heavy of that weight. Slow and controlled. We're not rushing through the lift. We are slow and controlled. Slow that body down. Goblet squat to that alternating reverse lunge. And switch. Gorilla rows. So we row. We lower, switch, drive it up. Row it. Row. Good. 30 seconds. Five seconds. And stop. Go ahead and stand it up. 15 seconds, shake it out. We are back for our third and final round. Starting with that goblet to that alternating reverse lunge. Go ahead and load it up. Ready? And go. We lower for that goblet. Step it back into that reverse lunge. Goblet squat. Reverse lunge. Good. You're just alternating that reverse lunge. Step into center. Goblet. Step it back. "30 seconds down. You have 15 seconds to go. Good. Shift that butt back. Those elbows drop between those knees. And switch. Gorilla rows for 30 seconds. We lower that dumbbell. We pull. Keeping that core engaged. Drive. Good. Lift that body up. Pull. Lower. Switch. Almost think about starting a lawnmower. Drive it. 5 seconds. And stop. Great job, you guys. Go in and grab a drink. The next round is happening on the floor. You're gonna need dumbbells that are right for that chest fly. So first 45 seconds, you are doing a chest fly to a skull crusher. So dumbbells are up. We open up those arms for that chest fly. We bring them back to center. We drop at that elbow. So that chest fly, you're not meeting those dumbbells together. We're staying open at the top for that skull crusher, okay? So chest fly to skull crusher. 30-second back to you, rolling it over. We have a plank jack to a back half burpee. Plank jack, back half burpee. All right, starting with that chest fly to skull crusher. Ready? And go. Chest fly to skull crusher. So soft bend through those arms. You're opening it up like you're hugging a tree. Back to the top. Skull crusher. I'll demonstrate from straight on and soft bend. We open up those arms. Bring them back to center. Drop for that skull crusher. Open it up. Back to center. Lower for that skull crusher. 5 seconds. We roll it over for that plank jack to back half burpee and switch. Roll it to our front. So one plank jack, one back half, one plank jack, one back half. Modification on this one. You can tap, tap, step it into bear, step it out. Tap right, tap left, step it into bear, step it out. That's your modification for that plank jack to back half. And stop. Nice work. Taking it back to your back. Chest fly to skull crusher. You have 5 seconds before we're right into it. And go. So dumbbells are up, soft bend. We open up like we're hugging a tree. We bring those dumbbells back. We get that skull crusher. Not allowing those dumbbells to meet at the top. We are keeping them wide enough to transition right into that skull crusher. So opening up, squeezing through those chest muscles on that chest fly. Then we drop, we get into those triceps on that skull crusher. Squeeze those dumbbells to the top. 10 seconds. Then you're rolling it over for that plank jack to back half. And switch. 30 seconds. I'm giving no transition time, right into it. Plank jack, back half burpee. Plank jack, back half. Again, modification. Tap right, tap left. Step it into bear, step it out. Nice job. 5 seconds. And stop. Nice work. You are taking it back to your back. Final round, chest fly to skull crusher. Ready? And go. 45 seconds. Soft bend. We're opening up. Back to center. We drop it for that skull crusher. So you're thinking chest, then you're thinking tricep. Squeeze. Nice job. 30 seconds down, you have 15 seconds to go. Five seconds, we're rolling it over for that plank jack to back half. And switch, roll it over. Plank jack, back half burpee. You got this. Find that dig. Belly button's pulled in. Push, you have 10 seconds. Plank jack, back half burpee. Big push. And stop. Nice job, you guys. Go ahead and bring yourself to your feet. We have one final group to get through. For this group, you're going to need a single heavy dumbbell again. Whatever's right for that open leg squat. So whatever you use for that goblet may be right for that squat. So we're not stepping super wide, okay? So we're kind of in that goblet almost stance where our feet are a little wider than shoulder width apart. That dumbbell is in the center of that body. So we have an open leg squat. At the top, we side lunge right, back to center, open leg squat. So you're staying pretty wide in that open leg squat, but you're not thinking where we usually are out with our knees open, okay? So open leg squat, and then we just step it out, side lunge. Step it half in, open leg squat, step it out, side lunge. Then our 30 seconds. So we have a wood chop. We press to that shoulder, rainbow press. So chop it, load it, rainbow press. Starting with that open leg squat to that side lunge. You have one final group to get through. Ready? And go. So again, we're a little wider in our stance. Open leg squat. We drop. We step it out to that side lunge. We half step it back in. Ready for that next open leg squat. Step it out, other side, side lunge. On that side lunge, you're shifting those hips back halfway in, okay? It might take this first round to play with that half step. Lower. Just drop it open. Halfway, good. 45 seconds. And switch. We chop. We load. We rainbow press. So wood chop. Load it to that shoulder. Press on that chop. We're slicing that dumbbell right next to that side. So we slice it. Load it. Rainbow press. Slice. Load. Rainbow press. 30 seconds. Nice job. And stop. Go ahead and set that dumbbell down. Adjust that weight if you need to. You're finding the heavy within this first 45 seconds. Allow it to be challenging. Go ahead and load it up. Ready? And go. So we drop. We're dropping that butt, keeping those eyes forward. Stepping open into that side lunge. We half step it back in. Open leg squat. Step it out, side lunge, other side. Good. We're just alternating. So again, focusing on that shift of those hips, okay? So as you open leg squat, those hips shift back as you drop that butt. On that side lunge, same thing. Those hips shift. You're opening, getting into that side lunge. And switch. We have wood chop. We load it, rainbow press, chop it. Load, rainbow press, good. Big push. Chop. Load it, press on that load. That dumbbell's coming to the front of that shoulder. We rainbow press it up and over. Then we chop it. And stop. Dumbbell down, quick drink if you need one. We are back to our third and final round. All right, load it up, here we go. Ready? And go. Open leg squat. We step it out to that side lunge. Half step it back in, dropping it back into that open leg squat. Push those hips open. Side lunge, other side. Good. Slow and controlled. Half step it in. Nice job, you guys. Pushing those hips back. Dropping that butt. Keeping those eyes forward. Great job. You have 5 seconds. We're going into that wood chop to that rainbow press. And switch. So we chop it. Load it. Press it. Core stays engaged. Chop. Load. Press. We slice. We rainbow. Slice. Rainbow. Activate that core every time you chop. We're activating that core. 5 seconds. And stop. All right, that is it for Total Body HIIT today, you guys. Way to show up on your Monday. If you're staying around for kickboxing, I'm just gonna get that video switched. Have a good day.